Here are the Kinsmen Super TV bingo rules. The game begins with 2 one-line bingos of top and bottom lines for $1,000 each. The game continues with a full card bingo. Win in 48 numbers or less and win $3,500.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Kinsmen Super TV Bingo. My name is Reed Manley. I will be your caller for tonight's game. We'll be right back after these messages.
Here are the Kinsmen Super TV Bingo rules. The game begins with two one-line bingos of top and bottom lines for $1,000 each. The game continues with a full card bingo. Win in 48 numbers or less and win $3,500. Win in 49 numbers or more and win $3,000. Winning cards must be legible and verified by telephone with your ticket number, located in the free play square or in the bottom lower right corner up to 10 minutes after the bingo telecast. The prize will be divided equally if there's more than one winner. The entire sheet of 3 cards must be sent to the bingo office by regular postal mail. Winners will be announced during the next bingo telecast. The winners are determined by a top and bottom line and full card bingo in the fewest balls called. Mail your entire card to Kinsmen Super TV Bingo, 124 Lindsay Road, Selwyn, Ontario, K9J0C5. This program is broadcast live from the studios of Global Peterborough. Thanks and good luck.
Welcome back. Today is March 7th and the card color is St. Patty's Green. Please make sure your cards are this color and display this date, as only these cards are valid for tonight's game. If you don't have cards and are wondering what locations carry them in your area, you can go to our website, kinsmansupertvbingo.com. If you're watching on YouTube, please ensure you're watching tonight's game and not a previous one. Congratulations to last week's top line winner, R. Heil, who purchased his card at Stop 4 Cash on Davis Drive in Newmarket. Congratulations to last week's bottom line winners, D. LaValle, who purchased their card at Jug City in Bancroft, and H. Durham, who purchased their card at Yeewaw Convenience on Lansdowne Street West in Peterborough. And congratulations to last week's full card winner, M. Spicer, who purchased this card at Penny's Mini Mart in Blackstock. As you can see, the board is completely lit, so let's begin. And the first number for tonight's Kinsmen Super TV Bingo is I-18, under the I-18. You're watching Kinsmen Super TV Bingo. We are live on Global Peterborough, Global Durham, Global Kingston, and of course streaming live on YouTube. I-18 is now your last ball called, I-18. Next up we have N31, under the N31. How about a happy birthday to Lynn Beaton of Aurelia, playing along with Nancy Lusk. Hello, Nancy. And Barbara Quigley. Thanks for joining us tonight, ladies. Happy birthday to you again, Lynn, and good luck. N31, now your last ball called. N31 goes right there. Next up we have G47, under the G47. How about a shout out to Deanna and her boyfriend playing Kinsmen Super TV Bingo. Thanks for joining us and good luck to you two as well. G47 is now your last ball called. G47. Next ball up, it is I-26, under the I-26. Playing for a top and or bottom line bingo. each worth $1,000. If there's more than one winner, the prize is divided equally. I-26 is your last ball called. I-26. Next up, we have G52. G52. We have a couple belated birthdays. How did we miss these two? Conrad Toner, happy birthday, Conrad. Kelly Dewar, happy birthday to you as well. Good luck to Kelly and John playing tonight in Fowler's Corners. Thanks for joining us. G52 is your last ball called. G52. Next ball up is G51 under the G51. Right now we have $1,000 to give away. Remember, it's not the first person who calls in, but rather who achieves the bingo and the fewest number of balls called. G51 is your last ball called. G51. Next up we have B11 under the B11. We have a happy birthday to Kenny out there. Kenny, I think you guys have fun playing bingo. Good luck tonight. And how about Jennifer LaValle? This is from Mom and Dad. Happy birthday to you. B11 is now your last ball called. B11. Next up we have, wow, B8. How about that? B8. Happy 65th birthday to Mary from Mike, Josephine, Rex, Ellen, Mary, and Kinger. B8's now your last ball called. B8. Next up we have N32 under the N32. We have another happy birthday to Hannah. That's from Nana and Papa and the Port Hope Bingo Squad, including Jamie Tart, all playing Kinsmen Super TV Bingo tonight. N32 is your last ball called. N32. Next up we have N41 under the N41. And how about a shout out to the Valley View Daubers, specifically Matt, Nadine, and Andy. Thanks for joining us. N41 is your last ball called. N41. Next up, N45 under the N45. Glenn, Abby, and family. Glenn, or pardon me, Gwen, happy birthday to you, and thanks for joining us. Your family also playing Kinsmen Super TV Bingo tonight. N45 is your last ball called. N45. Next up, we have G60 under the G60. Another shout out to Mike and Cindy Bartley playing Kinsmen Super TV Bingo tonight. Good luck. Thanks for joining us. G60 is now your last ball called. G60. Next up we have B15 under the B15. B15 is now your last ball called. B15. Next up we have G49 under the G49. Look out when an O finally comes. Holy. G49 is now your last ball called. G49. Next ball up is N42 under the N42. N42, now your last ball called. N42. Next up is I30 under the I30. I30, now your last ball called, and okay, here it comes. I30, your last ball. Next up is 075. 075. Wow, we're going to take some time here and just introduce some of the people bringing Kinsmen Super TV Bingo to air this evening. They include John Harris, Jim Story, Daryl Junkin, Carolyn Holmes, Matt D'Agostini, Conrad Toner, Barry Kraft, Dave Comerford, and I'm told we're checking a bottom line bingo right now. And and we're also checking pardon me, so a top and bottom are now being checked. So we're going to put 075 in its place. We're going to find out what's actually happening in return right after this.
If alcohol builds a wall around you that doesn't let you see where you're going, that keeps you feeling isolated and alone, that makes you feel hopeless, know this: we're here to help if you want us to. It's never too early or too late to ask for help with a drinking problem. Alcoholics Anonymous, there is a way out. For more information, visit aa.org and download the Meeting Guide app.
Welcome back to Kinsmen Super TV Bingo. My name is Reed Manley. Yes, we have a bottom and a top line winner checked and verified. And we're continuing on now, playing for that full card bingo with G54 being your next ball called, G54. So you've had a little bit of time to see that. So we'll put G54 in its rightful spot and continue on now with your next ball, I-16, under the I-16. So as mentioning, bringing Kinsmen Super TV Bingo to air takes a lot of people, and I'd like to thank each and every one of them. So if I repeat myself here, that's just because I can, and I'm kidding. And Barry Kraft, I think I said, Dave Comerford, Bob Hall, Dave Smith, Steve Burrell, Dave Ronson, of course Lee Miller here in the studio, all giving up their Saturday night to bring Kinsmen Super TV Bingo to air. So thank you, everyone. And I-16 is now your last ball called, I-16. Next up we have G59, under the G59. Now playing for a full card bingo with up to $3,500 to give away. G59, now your last ball called, G59. Next up we have B2, under the B2. B2 is now your last ball called, B2. Next up we have I-25, under the I-25. I-25, now your last ball called, I-25. Next up we have I-22, under the I-22. I-22, now your last number called, I-22. Next ball up, it's a G53, G53. More shout-outs. How about Nancy and Cheryl? Kaz and Reagan playing Kinsmen Super TV Bingo tonight. Good luck to all of you. Steve, Yvonne, and Michael as well. Thanks to the three of you for playing very regularly, so we appreciate that. G53, now your last ball called, G53. Next ball up is 065, under the 065. How about Sonia and Todd playing in Port Hope tonight? Thanks for joining us as well. 065 is your last ball called, 065. Next ball up is N36, under the N36. N36, now your last number called, N36. Next ball up, it's B7, under the B7. B7, now your last ball called, B7. Next up, it's another B3, B3. B3, now your last number called, B3. Next ball up is G50, under the G50. How about Alan Stacy and Buckhorn playing Kinsmen Super TV Bingo tonight? Thanks to the two of you for joining us and for playing. G50 is now your last ball called, G50. Next ball up, 070, under the 070. .070, now your last ball called, 070. Next ball up is 062, 062. 062. Now your last ball called. 062. Next ball up is I-28 under the I-28. Cindy Kraft, get well, Cindy, recovering from surgery, and thanks for joining us and playing Kinsmen Super TV Bingo tonight. We've all been thinking of you and glad you're doing well. I-28, now your last ball called. I-28. Next ball up. N34 under the N34. N34, now your last ball called. N34, next ball up, it's B14 under the B14. B14, now your last ball called. B14, next ball up is B5 under the B5. B5, now your last ball called. B5, next ball up is I-24, I-24. 40 ball recap coming up very shortly. We'll allow everyone to catch up. I-24, now your last ball called. I-24, next up is 064, 064. O64 is your last ball called. O64. Next ball up is N37 under the N37. N37. Now your last number called. N37. Next ball up is O63. O63. O63, now your last ball called. O63, next ball up. 40th ball this evening is N44, N44. And so we are going to put that ball in its rightful spot. N44, now your last ball called, and do a recap at this time. And so far this evening, ladies and gentlemen, we have called under the B, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 11, 14, and 15. Under the I, we've called 16, 18, 22, 24, 25, 26, 28, and 30. So far this evening under the N, we've called 31, 32, 34, 36, 37, 41, 42, 44, and 45, and so far this evening under the G, we've called 47, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 59, 60, and so far this evening under the O, we've called 62, 63, 64, 65, 70, and 75, and with that, we'll take a short break, come back, and finish the game right after this.
I'm not special. Cancer happens to people all the time. I take 1 mile at a time, 26 miles a day. I want to set an example that'll never be forgotten. Sometimes it feels endless. But the pain I feel is nothing. I've seen little kids in so much pain. Somewhere, the hurting must stop.
Terry Fox ran more than halfway across Canada to raise money for cancer research. Every year, millions of people around the world continue the marathon of hope in his name.
Welcome back to Kinsmen Super TV Bingo. My name is Reed Manley, and we have a game to finish. Still playing for that full card bingo with up to $3,500 to give away. And the next ball up is 067, under the 067. 067 is now your last ball call. 067. Next ball up, it's an I-21, under the I-21. Thanks to our viewers and players in Coburg and Clarington and Bob Cajun, Bancroft, of course, all the way down to Kingston and Gananoque, to mention a few. I-21's your last ball called. I-21. Next up is I-23, under the I-23. How about Bewdley and Brooklyn, Havelock and Norwood, Lakefield, of course, to mention a few. I-23 is your last ball called. I-23. Next up it is N-43, under the N-43. N-43, now your last ball called. N-43. Next ball up is 071. 071. 071, now your last ball called. 071. Next up is G46. G46. Well, there's a picture. 346s. G46, now your last ball called. G46. Next ball is I-20, under the I-20. I-20, now your last ball called. I-20. Next ball up is B10, under the B10. B10, now your last ball called. B10. Next ball up is B1, under the B1, where it all began. B1 is now your last ball called. B1. Next up we have N38, under the N38. Still looking for that full card bingo. N38, your last ball called. N38. Next ball up is G58. G58. G58, now your last number called. G58. Next up is I-29. I-29. I-29 is now your last ball called. I-29. Next up we have 066. 066. .066, now your last ball called. 066. Next up is 074. 074. John, any feedback up there? 074, now your last ball called. 074. Next up is 068, under the 068. .068, now your last ball called. 068. Next up is N35 under the N35. And we are checking a full card bingo, so we're going to take a short break and return right after this.
The Canada lynx lives in the boreal forest all across Canada. These elusive wild cats are built for Canada's harsh winters. Their huge fur-covered feet act like snowshoes for walking on top of deep snow. This carnivorous cat's diet consists almost exclusively of snowshoe hare, which they hunt by ambush. We can protect these wild felines by conserving their forest habitat. To learn more about the Canada lynx, visit hww.ca.
Welcome back to Kinsmen Super TV Bingo. We do have at least one full card winner checked and verified. So at this time, I'd like to thank you for playing Kinsmen Super TV Bingo this evening. Please don't forget to pick up your cards and join us once again next Saturday night right here on Global Peterborough, Global Kingston, Global Durham, and of course streaming live on YouTube. Good night, everyone.